Hey y'all, this is the Housewives of Potomac, Bravo TV. This is the reunion part 2, season 6, episode 19. Yep, reunion part 2, y'all. Should Mia have told Candace that if her mother relapsed, then she gonna come for her? You know what? Yes and no, because like Candace said, look, you brought your mama into the show. You're the one who used her as a plot line, so if she does relapse, it's on you. Mia says, okay, fine. My mother wanted to come on this show. It wasn't like I just made her do anything that she didn't want to. I mean, I'm sure everybody has to sign notice to be approved to be on this show. Um, if I ever give you my old lady gang review, I will let you. I mean, I was offered a paper to be on TV. I mean, I wasn't gonna have no speaking parts, or nothing. But if you was gonna be on the camera, they do pass out papers and say, just in case, your face pop up somewhere, this is why, and you can't sue me for it, okay? Because you said it was okay. Okay. So, and then kind of think Wendy kind of jumped on that bandwagon too. Like, yeah, girl, you can't just throw somebody's relapse and blame it on somebody else when technically it's on that own person if that's what they want to do. So basically, is Candace going too far when it comes to her reads and her shading? Is it really reading and is it really shading, or are you really being body shaming? Are you really just being cutthroat? And she tries to say, well, I mean, Karen, you and Giselle been going at each other for 6 years, and you know and hey, it's a whole different situation, girl, when it comes to them, because A, they actually know each other. B, their banter back and forth is that banter. It is, we may say some things about each other, but we don't dig down below. I mean, it's still a little joke in there, so that's what makes it okay necessarily. And like I said, we actually know each other, so we can actually go to the places that we go with each other because bitch, I know her. I could say that, she's a hoe from from Howard, because bitch, I know her. And you know what I'm saying? I could pull her receipts on if whatever she want me to pull it. And she could pull my cards on, my driver on the side, whatever the fuck Karen had going on back when, you know what I'm saying? So come on now. Um, Mia and her big feet and all that stuff. And oh, she wears a size 12, by the way, which I think is that like Wendy Williams? I can't remember, because Wendy, she had big feet and she always was on the show like, yep, mm-hmm. And Wendy had some bad shoes when she can wear them, and when Mia, bitch, be wearing them. She had on her good clear stripper shoes, special just for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I liked them. It was cute to match the outfit. She looks very well. Like she's my favorite. And her looks tonight. I know some people were saying no, but she's honestly the best. Her and Karen. Okay. Um, and basically they're trying to tell Candace, if you don't slow down, excuse me, if you do not slow down with the way that you're going, um, ain't nobody gonna want to be around you. And basically, we already know what happens if don't nobody want to be around you, don't nobody want to film with you, then who you gonna be on the show with? That means you ain't gonna be on the show at all, okay? And Andy's gonna have to take everybody um, advice, or should I say suggestion, to fire your ass, okay? Is it too early to cuss? I don't care. I don't get paid for this. This is just me going on and on myself and whoever listening, my little 1-2 followers. And I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all. Because I don't be having nobody to talk to about these things. My friends don't even watch these dang shows. They be like, Kavita, what, who, where, everything. I take them all types of places that they don't even, because I watch the shows and I do. Okay, but honestly, look at me. I'm going in about something that ain't it. This is the reunion, and we're going in on Candace right now. So Candace needs to stop, because there ain't nobody gonna want to film with you, and you're gonna be fired, left on the side. Chris and his family, I mean, so far Chris is sticking around, but we see the way you be talking to him. Hell, that ain't gonna last too long. His family members might be looking at you crazy too. And hell, Dorothy, she said she went in on her own mama. I mean, don't nobody got time, Candace. So pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. We jump on Mia for just a slight to say, well, Candace used to be very, very, I mean, right now she's diarrhea of the mouth, but she used to be diarrhea of the keys. Should we, what I'm saying, social media wise? Like, girl, you be going in, going in, going in. But Mia done took over that spot because, this is her first time around. And I think she just wasn't prepared for all of the backlash that people give you, because you come on this show, any show, not everybody's gonna like you. Just like in life, you know what I'm saying, your day-to-day life, not everybody gonna like you. You got people hating on you, you got people who just don't like you just because it's just because it's just life. Um it's just how you handle it, especially on a social media, because A, it's recorded, B, everybody can see it, and C, everyone can respond to it. And when that happens, woo-wee, you going viral for all the wrong reasons, sweetheart. And if you're trying to be liked and loved and stay on the show, you might want to reel yourself back, okay? Like, check yourself, because you is going a little bit in. Oh yeah, and Mia, don't be trying to be like Jen talking about it wasn't me, it was somebody else who manages my account. It's you, and you need to cut it out. No, they didn't bring a Skylar out there for a goddamn 5 minutes for her to just come out there to not talk about anything, like, for real. I couldn't believe it. But she did have some receipts on Mia because, like I said, girl, that's your social media. So you ain't got no excuses for whoever was using it and whoever wasn't using it, girl. It's yours. So, okay. And Mia, or not Mia, but Skylar had all her receipts on everything that she done tweeted or said about her. Okay, fine. She took some little ownership about it and said, okay, I'll fix it. I ain't got time for this no more. And these ladies, I don't have to, do it no more or whatever. I can tell whoever to stop too. So, okay, fine. And the Skylar says, it was just a lot of classism when it came to Mia, because every time we was around her, she just kept bringing up her businesses and how much money she makes. And Mia said, okay, well, it just happened. I'm sorry. It was just in conversation. Andy, of course, says, okay, I understand it's your first season. Sometimes, we get a little carried away. Just like Wendy. When Wendy popped off, I have 4 degrees. When Monique popped on, I have 4 homes. Like, I mean, everybody have their moments of, oh, I have this and I have this, and my husband is such and such, and my business is, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all be acting goddamn brand new? That's the other thing. How many seasons of this? This is 6 seasons of Potomac, and how many of Atlanta? Because, girl, they've been doing it way before this happened. Every girl in Atlanta, when they get there and drop, what was that? I'm the Miss USA. I'm Mrs. Stewart. I'm get with it or get lost. So basically, after Skylar left, we take a little break. And behind the scenes, Candace is still talking mess. And that's the thing that everybody's trying to say, girl. Like she said, I don't care what I say. I come in there harsh. I'm hard, girl. And yep, it is what it is. And they ain't going to stop me. No. And Wendy is on her side. Like, yeah, I'm on your side. I got your back. But, yeah, what you do say is a little crazy, though. I don't know. I can't stand by that, though. Then how you got her back then, Wendy? Huh? How you got? I just no, 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 Candace, no. You're not about to sit here and play everybody like this. So I don't know how I don't know how next season is going to go, because this reunion, like I said, what is this, 4 parts or something like that? Next season, Candace needs to do something that is going to change everybody's mind. I mean, we ain't gonna change it all the way, because we don't forget. We don't forget. But Candace, you got a lot of damage control to do. Ooh, yes. If you're gonna make it to after next season. I don't even know if we're gonna make it through next season. We're gonna have to see how they're gonna treat you, because I just don't know. Ooh wee. No, she did not just say that she don't give 2 F's about what anybody has got to say up on that stage. She's gonna stand firm and keep it going and keep doing it. So the battle between Karen and Giselle, there's a lot of back and forth between them too. And this is the difference that they're trying to explain to Candace, that this is the difference between what you're doing to the ladies between what Giselle and Karen are doing to each other, because they actually know each other. They had a friendship prior to actually being on this show, versus you who just came in and they're just getting to know everybody as you go along, and you know what I'm saying, film and whatnot. So their banter back and forth is full of a lot of jokes. I mean, there's some facts in there, obviously, but they do keep it on a level where it's not too backstabbing. So, of course, when it comes to the wish death on Ray thing, Karen did take it too far, because that's not what Giselle meant when she said that in that conversation with Ray. So, of course, Karen took that apology and said, okay, fine. I know she wasn't trying to do that. But had I, flipped the script and said something like, well, your daddy, gonna die before I fade, or something like that, it just depends on how everybody take things. Because Giselle said I wouldn't have took it as she was saying that she wanted my dad to die. I wouldn't have took it that way. So they continue into the first episode. We all know that first episode was actually the best episode of this whole season 6. When Karen just went in on Giselle, okay? The first shots was fired that first episode. You're a broken hoe from Hampton, and you had to go to Sing Sing, right? That whole little read. What the fuck is a Sing Sing? We knew it was like the penitentiary or something like that. But she said, oh, it just sounded good. So I just had to say, what I had to say to keep the situation light, because I think at that moment they was going in on Mia or Wendy and her surgeries or something like that. I don't know. Was that the first episode? That wasn't the first episode. That was the first episode. Or the second one. Regardless, um, Karen throws in, well, the kids. That's why I was mad about it, because Raven was young at the time, but she was what, in high school? Not that young, maybe a junior or a senior. So, girl, she said, well, I just didn't bring it up then because Raven didn't like you, and she asked me not to, but I could say it now because she's grown and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Um, kids, it's supposed to be off limits. I don't know why they continue to throw kids into there. Somehow, Giselle thought that Wendy, through one of Grace's friends who are watching the show, said that Wendy was looking at Grace all sideways while she walked past. And they showed the whole clip. She didn't look at her like no type of sideways. She just looked at her like everybody else looked at her, like, okay, hey Grace, you about to go drive? Okay. I mean, that was it. Like, what does we ain't nothing against that child. She a child. Um and then Andy asked them pretty much, can you say something nice about each other? Can y'all say something nice about each other? Okay, so we get a little emotion out of Giselle, because Andy asked, what can you say something nice about each other, right? And Giselle says, well, Karen, you came to my house, you brought a gift, and you greeted my daughters really well, and that just showed how much you care and all that stuff about my family and the girls and the kids. And then Karen says, well, I appreciate, your motherhood and the way you treat your girls and all those things, because that's one of the things they can bond over, right? And of course, they both kind of, a little teary eyed, but they don't need no dang corner of a napkin, Candace. And they actually hug it out, because they do have some type of fun sometimes. Because, like I said, they actually know each other. And Candace, you need to figure out the difference between a read and the shade, okay? Because a read is a fact, right? If you don't they you don't tell a person they got big feet because they know they got big feet. I mean, it's the way you say, like, girl, go watch Dory and Corey. He gonna explain it to y'all, and if you know, you know. Okay, pause on the cause, cause okay, this is we going into Ashley now. Okay, we kind of switching gears. How's Ashley doing and things like that. The babies are doing well. Her health is doing great. It was the maybe a combination of the placenta, having baby Dean, her therapy. Everything helped her make sure she stayed on track. Um, Her and Michael is back in the sack. You know what I'm saying? She back to full effect. Back to Ashley. Bye bye boom. Nothing's going on. Yeah, we going strong. Um, Candace. Hold on. Well, before Candace, but how Michael doing with his business, because he been in real estate for all these years, so now he kind of wanted to switch gears and do some movies, and or should I say, invest in some movies. And she said, "Hey, it's what do you want to do? We got a little money on the side, so it's just something new we can try. We can play with it. You know what I'm saying? Got the money to play with it. And if we can make a profit, then extra. Okay, fine, cool with that." Here go the question. Okay, so what kind of movies? Because the question was everybody thinking maybe he trying to get into porno type things, and she said, "Oh, well, I ain't even think about that. We ain't talk about we actually ain't get that far yet. It's only an idea. We ain't put no sign, no papers, or anything like that. But I don't think it's gonna be porno. I mean, you just never know, right?" Um, so how is um Candace just have her little jabs here because she's calling her white and all these things after because Ashley had the baby. So, she's been working out and things throughout this kind of process. She's been showing up, but you could tell she was, wearing a little Spanx and things like that to try to hold in the gut. And then she'd be like, "Ooh, wait, I got to go work out, for a couple, let me, while y'all eat breakfast or something, let me go over here for an hour and get it in, and I'll meet y'all downstairs," something like that. And Michael, I guess some of the fans thought that maybe it was a little disrespectful for the comments he made in the car while they was driving. And I didn't see no disrespect on anything he said because she just asked him like, "Do you think I'm attractive?" or something like that. And he said, "Yeah, you was attractive. You ain't fat or nothing." That's pretty much what he said. Like not the exact words, but he said, "Yeah, it's not like you're a fat girl or nothing. You look good." And she was like, "Okay." It was probably the way they edited it to her, her face expression, because she looked a little bit like, sure. I think that was just all in editing. But I didn't find nothing wrong with it. And she said, "No, wasn't nothing wrong with that." And here go Candace. "Yeah, there's something wrong with that." Her bobbing her weave. Oh, Miss Purdy, what is you doing up there? I mean, so honestly, like Candace is just still mad at Ashley because she is still friends with Monique and that she wrote the damn statement with Monique and took Monique's side with that fight. That is the only reason why Candace is going so hard on Ashley and her big forehead. She like, "Girl, your forehead is the same size as mine." She's like, "No, yours is 2.5 inches more wider." I'm like, "Oh Lord." Doesn't matter who forehead bigger than whose or who bigger feet was what and who wide ass is where. I mean, come on now. She had a damn baby and she just said, "Well, I don't care." Okay, so when you have a baby, Candace, we just go call your ass a damn refrigerator. And you're not gonna fold that goddamn tissue up 50 damn ways to create some type of little square to dot your goddamn tears. You try to push out your damn eyes. Woo, Lord, she is crazy, y'all. Candace is crazy. And I don't know how long she's gonna last. Like I say, you crazy, girl. And they ain't gonna want to be around you acting crazy for too much longer unless you want to get bopped again, okay? But you really didn't even get bopped. You just got pulled. I mean, Monique just grabbed you for Christ's sakes. That she just grabbed you, and the whole world came crashing down on this whole lady, and that's why she acting a fool, y'all. So her and Ashley's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about this whole colorism issue. Do I think colorism exists in this group? Um, I would say no. The only time that they could have brought colorism up was when Monique was on the show. And I think I mentioned this earlier in one of my videos because the way that Giselle came for Monique when they first met, okay, that was one thing. But then as they got to know her and things like that, then Robin jumped on that bad bandwagon. And then that was the second thing. You know, these words, there's trigger words out here, you know, aggressive. Um, you're um, a bully. You're, um, um, you know, all those descriptive words that's basically being aggressive and that you're being, you know, a hood rat or, you know, you're being ghetto and all that stuff. They was doing that to Monique. They were. And that's the only time I seen the colorism. Then when Wendy popped on the scene, it's kind of going there a little bit, but not a lot like it was with Monique. Like just the way Robin is treating Wendy right now is the way that Giselle was doing Monique, and that's that weird line that's blurred for me. I don't know if y'all see it, but that's where it blurs for me because it's like it's a Shawnee and Evelyn thing. That's what they giving me, a Shawnee and Evelyn tease. And if y'all don't feel that when it comes to those two situations, you gotta really read between the lines, y'all. That's the thing that I see. Of course, Wendy threw on her commentator hat when she asked that question to Ashley. Of course, Ashley says, I don't see it. I don't see it. Candace thinks she see it because you guys keep saying that I'm aggressive and I'm this and I'm that. And of course, they went into the tweets because Candace called Michael an overseer, which Ashley said she flipped the words and said slave driver because overseer is a slave driver, i.e. Ashley is black, i.e. you white, so i.e. you the slave. So you calling me a slave? No, I'm not calling you a slave. That was just something else in a whole different situation. And see, now you're playing semantics now. Candace, pick a side. That's what I'm saying. You confused as hell. They try to call you out on it. Now you don't know what the hell you said, or no, that didn't mean the same thing. Girl, nope. You ain't gonna win this one tonight. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win, girl. It's over. I don't know. Candace, it's just keep going. Boop, 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 boop. I need to get a Twitter so I can just see what everybody's talking about because I just know it's just not good for her. It's just not good for her. Okay, so we're winding down and we jump on Wendy now, okay? How was Wendy doing? What is Wendy doing? You know, Zen win, girl. You was not so Zen win while you was calling yourself that. Oh, well, Eddie gave me that name, so that's kind of why I was going with it. Okay, well, that was kind of dumb because you should have acted on the actual name. Why would he give you that name knowing that you ain't even acting this way? Girl, you lying. Lying, lying, lying. Um, was her relationship with Robin, like, okay, so you got the boobs, you got your little surgery done. She just got the lift, got a little implant, did the BBL, you know, you suck out the tum tum, you stick it in the bum bum. And she not a fat girl anyway, so girl, it wasn't like she did like a whole big, huge transformation. She probably only had like one tube of suction out her damn gut and stuck it in her butt. I mean, come on now. um, you know, and she gave her wearing this to go. If you're gonna do it, make sure you get the right doctor because she did. Um, you know, Robin, why did you flip on her? Because y'all used to be friends. And Robin says it wasn't the way she looked, like it wasn't the physical part that changed, it was her attitude because she was more conservative the first time around. Now she's like, you know, woo, you know, swinging on the pole, you know, rat a tat tat, you know, what's up, y'all? Let's take a shot, you know, that type of girl. And you wasn't like that at first. And she's like, well, you know, I guess, see, this is how I took it really. First time around, it's your first time around. This is me a first time around, for example. Was she rolling around acting crazy? Or did she come in here, you know, being I'm a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman. I'm professional. I'm a boss. That's how she came on. So next, you think she's gonna be doing that? No. Why would I keep spinning the same thing? We got to evolve, okay? Just because you are one no ass Robin, and you can't necessarily change anything because it's nothing. You can't never. You can't be like that. We see your personality. It's not you. You're pretty like a calm, monotone person. Obviously Wendy, had a little more pep into her step. It just didn't show off the first time around, but now she's here and she's, she had her remember she had her baby was all little and stuff, like she was in mommy mode, all that type of stuff, like postpartum. Ain't nobody being all zippity doo dah. Come on now, we our ass still sore, for Christ's sakes, like just like Ashley, she just now bouncing back to what she got to do. Cause you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, Robin, just her and the new Annie just don't mesh well. You know what I'm saying? She just thinks she just flipped the whole script on her, and they just can't necessarily be friends like they used to be. Is Wendy rehearsing her reads, the things that she was saying? Nope, she said, girl, I'm a commentator. If I can go in on the, who was it, Secretary of Defense or whoever work at the goddamn White House, because, she on CNN, she talked to those type people. If she can do that, then what do I got to rehearse anything? I get paid to talk, and I get paid to debate with people. So this is just me. I'm a natural debater. Candace might get hers rehearsed though. Yep, I think Candace is somebody writing hers. Maybe Karen too. Karen might be, or Giselle, her hairdresser. What's his name? I don't know, but the candles. So we know that she made her candle. Karen came out with a candle. Was this a competition? Was this shade? Was this a revenge? What was it? Karen said, no, I already had it in the works before she even came out with this stuff, before she was even here. And it's not no competition. We all can make money here. Whoop, and then surprise, surprise, Mia ass done jumped on the bandwagon and put out a candle before Wendy did. Like she must have saw y'all idea and said, oop, hey, G, let's go make a candle. And she got one called Karma. Ain't that something? I might need to look it up because hers might be actually a reasonable price. Because I ain't paying no goddamn $50 for a damn candle. No. No. I just bought some today and it was like $5 each. So no. We're not. But anywho, they all making money off the candles. So ain't nobody mad. Sorry, dang dog, don't interrupt it, my little thingy thing. But anywho, we still on Wendy, and we get into the Eddie situation, the rumors from the blogs, and she was really just mad at Giselle and them because, okay, if somebody put it on the blogs, that don't mean that it's true, right? Okay, and only a handful of people is gonna read that, okay? Because I don't even think I ran into that. I, I, I think I might have something, but see, I didn't click on it because it wasn't like important for me to actually like want to read. And so she's saying, okay, Giselle, you brought it to the show. Same thing with with Monique cheating with Chris not being the daddy. They was mad at you, Giselle, because you brought it up on the show, even though it was on the blog somewhere and Sharice or somebody might have said something. You said it on the camera, which makes it a whole different thing because now everybody get to see it on the TV who watched the show. Plus, you implied that because I got all these surgeries that I was trying to fix myself so that Eddie can stay with me, so that he won't cheat on me no more. Like that was the whole problem. And Giselle, okay, she take ownership for I guess trying to say whatever she said, even though she say she was only trying to help the girl because of course she get read through the blogs all day every day, and Ashley, her and Michael get dropped, dragged through the blogs all day every day. Maybe if we say something to her, we can help her try to figure those things out because we already know how it feels. No, it's the way y'all came at her about it. Mostly Giselle, because you brought Ashley in on it to do your dirty bidding. but it's all about timing, approach, you know what I'm saying? All those things. And that is where the lines was crossed. Same with Robin. If you knew about the rumors and all that type stuff, all you had to do was call me, girl, because you got my number and we can talk about it. Or, call me about my surgeries or my personality or whatever was changing that you had issues or concerns about. But no, you wait till it's camera time and we all is together in dinner to bring it up in front of everybody to what? Embarrass me or what? So that was the whole issue. And if Giselle and Robin can't see that, then I mean, we already know where they stand. They don't see anything but their own opinions. So um, and side note, here they was having a little conversation about taking a shit. I guess Robin didn't take no shit, which is probably why she looked like shit. It's like, nah, she just looked tired today. I don't know if it's because it's too the shadow color on her eyes, or if it's the hairstyle, or it's just because her outfit is gray and everybody else is in pink. What's up with that, girl? What's up with that? Maybe she missed the memo. Maybe she went last minute shopping, because you know how Robin is so last minute. But yeah, this was the episode, the reunion, season 2 or season 6 reunion part 2, Bravo TV. And we will continue this argument on the next one.